Hello children, today we are going to learn lesson number 5, part 1. Your fifth lesson is location and time. All of us know that the earth resembles an orange. It is spherical in shape. This is the shape of spherical, but flattened at the poles. This is South Pole and this is North Pole. The pole is North Pole and the South Pole is flattened and bulging in the middle. So we can say that the earth is spherical in shape. Can you find out the answers of these questions? First question, how do we realize where we are located on the earth? Second, where is Gujarat located on the surface of the earth? Third one, how do we determine time zones on the earth? The answers to all these questions can be found using the imaginary lines called latitudes and longitudes. Let us now learn more about these first. This is globe. You know that. What is globe? The earth is represented by a spherical model called globe. The globe is always mounted on stand. This is the stand of the globe with its axis. What is axis? Axis is an imaginary line running through the earth on which earth rotates. The earth's axis goes from the north pole through the earth's center to the south pole and is tilted. Earth spins on its axis once every 24 hours. The Earth's axis is tilted at an angle 23.5 degrees. We learned about it in your second lesson. The north end of the axis represents the North Pole and the south end represents the South Pole. Can you see several vertical and horizontal lines on the globe? The vertical and horizontal lines on the globe are imaginary lines which is considered by geographers, and these do not actually exist on the surface of the earth. These vertical and horizontal lines on the globe are imaginary lines. These lines do not actually exist on the surface of the earth. These horizontal lines are called latitudes and the vertical lines are called longitudes. Let us learn more about latitudes. What is the definition of latitude? Latitudes are horizontal imaginary lines drawn on the globe in east-west direction. Next, equator. What is equator? The equator is the imaginary line that divides the earth into two equal halves. It represents 0 degree latitude. The imaginary circle, that is equator, divides the earth into two equal parts. The parts of the earth that lies to the north of the 0 degree latitude, that is equator, is called northern hemisphere, and the part that lies to its south is known as the southern hemisphere. You know that this is north, this is south. All latitudes are circular, horizontal, and parallel to the equator. Thus, these lines are also called parallels of latitudes. How many parallels of latitudes are there? There are 181 parallels of latitudes in all. 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere, 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere, and the equator. Means from equator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere. Likewise, from equator 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere and the equator. That is 90 latitude in northern hemisphere plus 90 latitude in the southern hemisphere. 90 plus 90, 180, and 1 equator plus 1, 180 plus 1, 181. That is, there are 181 parallels of latitudes in all. The latitudes of place is written in degrees, followed by the letter N for north or S for south. That is, the latitudes of place written in degrees, followed by 15 degree N means 15 degree latitude north. 15 degree S means 15 degree latitude in south, and so on. Major latitudes. You know that there are 181 parallels of latitudes in all. Among all the parallels of latitude, the following are considered are very important. The equator 0 degree. 0 degree latitude is known as equator. The Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree N. 23.5 degree north latitude is known as Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Capricorn 23.5 degrees south. 23.5 degrees south latitude is known as Tropic of Capricorn. The Arctic Circle 66.5 degree N. 66.5 degree north latitude is known as Arctic Circle. The Antarctic Circle 66.5 degrees south. 66.5 degrees south latitude is known as Antarctic Circle. The North Pole 90 degree N. 90 degree north latitude is known as North Pole. The South Pole 90 degree S. 90 degree south latitude is known as South Pole. Once again, there are 181 parallels of latitudes in all. Among these are the important latitudes. 0 degree equator, 23.5 degree north, the Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degrees south is the Tropic of Capricorn, 66.5 degree north is Arctic Circle, the 66.5 degrees south is the Antarctic Circle, 90 degree north is North Pole, 90 degree south is South Pole. Among the uncountable stars in the sky, there is one bright star usually seen in the north called the North Star and also known as Pole Star. The exact latitude and longitude of a place can be known with the help of global positioning system, that is GPS, in phones and satellites in space. The latitudes to the north of the equator are denoted by the letter N, while those situated to the south are denoted by the letter S. The distance between two latitudes remain constant, that is 111 kilometer. That means you learned that from the equator, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on, 90 latitudes in the northern hemisphere. Likewise, from the equator, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 90 latitudes in the southern hemisphere. The distance between two latitudes, that is first latitude and second latitude, is 101 kilometer, and the distance between two latitudes remains constant from the equator to the poles, because latitudes runs parallel to each other and never meets the other latitude. Understood, the students? Now I am giving one activity to you all, that is, take one atlas or a globe, locate these countries: Kenya, Mongolia, Chile, South Africa, Egypt, Russia, and Canada. Clear? Here ends your first part of fifth lesson. Thank you.